Today is Monday, the 20th of February, and this is from the South. Ecuador's Electoral Council said final results of the presidential election would only be ready in 3 days. Votes from isolated areas and from Ecuadorians living abroad have yet to be counted. Presidential candidate Guillermo Lasso has accused President Rafael Correa's government of attempting to manipulate the results and has threatened strict action. Brazilians in the northeast of the country are struggling as reservoirs and rivers dry up and water runs out. Brazil's arid northeast is weathering its worst drought on record, where rainfall is sparse and reservoirs are running at around 4% capacity, revealing dry and cracked land. Several areas are undergoing water rationing, whilst locals complain the water in what is left of the reservoirs is dirty and undrinkable. An explosion near Bogota's Bull Ring injured at least 26 people on Sunday. Most of the victims were police officers as they prepared for an anti-bullfighting protest in Colombia's capital. The explosive device was apparently left in a sewer outside a popular youth hostel and was detonated just a few hours before the bullfight. Authorities have yet to determine the motive and the perpetrator of the attack. Argentina's former army chief, Cesar Milani, was detained in the northeastern province of La Rioja on Friday. Police are investigating kidnappings that took place during the last Argentine military dictatorship from 1976 to 83. Milani was in his 20s at the time. Milani resigned from his post in the military in 2015 after a career that has been dogged by allegations of human rights abuses. U.S. Vice President Mike Pence has said that President Donald Trump expects European allies to make, quote, real progress by the end of the year towards a NATO pledge to spend more on defense. While speaking at NATO headquarters in Brussels, Pence added that some NATO members have failed the commitment to reach 2% of gross domestic product on defense spending. A few hundred people protested outside Britain's parliament to express solidarity with migrants in Britain after the country voted to leave the European Union last year. The protest was part of a day of events called One Day Without Us to highlight the contribution of migrants to Britain. Many who attended said they felt uneasy about the future following Britain's shock vote in June to leave the EU. Greece and its international lenders have agreed to allow teams of experts to work out additional reforms in Greek pensions and income tax, among others. This will allow Athens to eventually qualify for more cheap loans, according to Eurozone officials. A Greek government official said the reforms were to be fiscally neutral and take effect from the start of 2019. Russia's ambassador to the UN, Vitaly Turkin, died in New York City earlier today, just one day before his 65th birthday. The Russian Foreign Ministry confirmed the veteran diplomat's death after he was reportedly taken to hospital after suffering from heart failure. The 64-year-old had been Russia's UN representative since 2006. Parts of war-ravaged South Sudan have been hit by famine, according to a government official. Nearly half the country's population would lack reliable access to affordable food by July. The oil-rich country has been mired in civil war since 2013, after the president fired his deputy. The fighting has prevented many farmers from harvesting their crops, and parts of the country have also been hit by droughts. Thousands of Haitians celebrated the opening of Carnival Sunday in the commune of Jacmel, months after it was hit by Hurricane Matthew. Haitians flocked to the carnival in the tourist town as it is said to be the best in the country. Attendees dressed as dragons and danced in the street to enjoy the celebration. More on these and other stories on our website, telesurtv.net/English.